Hello my friends, it's Doreen here. I am at the end of my little book. If you've been following me on Instagram, you'll know that this little book was gifted to me, I think it was last year. And the paper in it is just beautiful. It's a beautiful note paper. I think I made one or two notes or one or two pages and tore them out and used them. So the rest of the pages, I thought, well, what am I going to do with it? So I just thought about doing a glue type collage where there's not much distress, not much ink. It's just going through my massive amounts of scraps and bits and pieces that I have in ephemera, and just very quickly doing a simple collage and posting it. I was posting a collage on Instagram every day since January the 1st. So tomorrow is the last one, and I thought maybe it's time for a little flip through. And Vincent's been with me all along. There's a couple where he didn't appear because he took off on me, the little bugger. So this is Vincent Van Gogh, and he's been accompanying me while I've been doing my collages, and he's probably going to watch this. He looks very interested today. So here's my fat little book. It's actually 75 collages, although tomorrow is day 74 to post it, because there's one in here that I didn't post. I wasn't sure how it would be received, so I just opted not to do it, but you'll see it in here. So join me. I'm just going to do a quick flip through. So this is tissue paper, little bits and pieces. They all have a different look. I didn't have any plans in mind. I didn't have any things. I would just root through my scraps and say, oh, there's a postage stamp. Oh, there's some washi tape. Let's use that. And let's put the fox on there. Why not? So a lot of these are just bits and pieces and scraps from, this is ephemera, of course, from Your Creative Studio. I managed to use quite a few things from them. I used bits and pieces of ephemera. There's a lot of leftovers from other projects and classes that I've done. And I used a lot of the Tim Holtz, the Ranger word strips. And here my Mona. I came across some Monas. It was for another class. I did a calendar class way back when, maybe about 4 years ago now. And we did 12 by 12 calendar pages. Each one had a different theme. And I think one March it was Mona. I love my Mona Lisa. This one was interesting because it got a lot of reviews. It was popular on Instagram, and it was not my favorite. This is just some background paper, like I have here, my brown paper. When it gets all yucky, I just tear it up and put it into my bin. And this piece I came across. And there's Mary Lou Cadiz Marshall's postage stamps, which I love. I printed off a lot of those. And this is the creative process, which makes absolute sense. This is awesome. This is tricky. This is shit. I am shit. This might be okay. This is awesome. We all go through that same process. Here is a bit left over from a digital that I didn't use. I used that collage in a circle journal swap. And this is just Stamperia paper. You'll notice that I like to frame it or to use a lot of contrast that is black and white. So if it isn't paper, it's washi tape. There's a big old number. I like my numbers. I like circles. And this just happened to be in my scrap heap. I didn't plan on this. This was a printable, and I loved him with the horns, my horned owl. He just looks wonderful. I like that. And this, I think, was just a napkin. And I just went over it with a white gel pen just to enhance it. It's very cool. This one here was our dolls that we did last year at Art Fest, and I decided to use one of them up. And this background is just the color swatch for the watercolors that we did. We were doing some swatches at the same time, making some collage fodder. These were leftover bits from an ATC that I did. This was from an ad in a Stampington magazine. This is some little note paper that had different layers, and I just tucked the little girls in there. And cute. This was a printable from Louise Heinzel, and I just added a blueberry. I just added a blue jay and some rub-ons and a little word, and there it's done. A blueberry. Aha, I'm tired. This was also left over from Art Fest. It's a whole bunch of pockets in here, and I just tucked in some ephemera. Pocket here. There's a pocket here on the side. Oh, my string came off. Oh, the horrors. Here's a little tag. I'll have to put my string back on. This is just paper, butterfly, and I did a little bit of stenciling there. But there isn't a lot. There isn't a lot that's been inked. Hardly any. Just birds. Yeah. And this is the one I didn't post. This is bullshit. It is indeed. It was very cold day. Very cold day when I did that one. My ravens and my crows. I love them, love them, love them. Use them whenever I can. Just some random papers. Edgar Allan Poe. Love him. I love dictionary pages that have a lot of the images in there. I like using those a lot. And this paper here is... it's an iron paste that I scraped on brown packing paper. And it is just, it's too bad you can't see this here in real, but it's so shiny. It's just, it's very, very nice iron paste. Even the bottle is heavy as heck. And yeah, there's another one, just little bits here. I used some of that pre-printed burlap. I had a scrap of that left over. This was material. Black and white material, and I tried coloring it, didn't like it, so I just stopped right there, added a little bit of pink to enhance it, and that was it. And that is a yellow, that's a tea bag with turmeric and ginger tea, and it comes out yellow, and I love them. Just some more images. This is not Stamperia, this is from the Graphics Fairy. That's the tissue paper from Tim Holtz. This, I've got a Daphne's Diary. This is a cutout of the little image that's in the diary. That was also Graphics Fairy. I just printed off the sheet and just cut it up and recollaged it. This was last year's Art Fest when we did that. There, it's also Graphics Fairy Butterfly, and there's some beautiful washi tape, and it looks like there's some more of Louise Heinzel's paper in the back. This was fun. I had the fish. I had to stick it on something. This was some under paper that I was doing a journal page with white and blues. So that's where that strip came in. This one I like. I think this little blue strip of paper really did it. I think I like that. And some of these I might just, I think I'm going to frame them. I might cut them out of here and just frame them. They're frameable, a lot of them. This is more printables. And the bee, I can't remember the bee. Is that, I think, Artemis? I think that's an Artemis bee. This is an embossed leaf stamp on vellum in white, and that worked out quite well. Oh, there's my creepy guy. I like him, my little alien. And this was a card. Lynn Miller, if you're watching this, this was a card that you gave me. The card got damaged, but I managed to save the image, and I collaged it onto this page, and now I'll have it for eternity. So thank you very much. Just some more colorful bits I threw together. This was some more Graphics Fairy, I think, and some vellum stickers from Your Creative Studio. This is definitely Graphics Fairy. I'm not sure where that came from, but there's some more color swatches in the background from Art Fest. And again, there's some more swatches. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I think they came in the mail advertising. I'm not sure if that's the Tellus bird or not. There's some more color swatches, and I did have that big Luna moth. Decided to put that down. Saw the lady. Put down some colored paper and a bird. A bird came off of a greeting card at Christmas time. This is just a cardboard cutout. I don't know where I got it from. I think it was a giftie in a package of ephemera. Oops, I'm gonna miss one. Spiders. I like my spiders. This was a postcard, not a postcard. It was a, well, postcard size of stamps. Actual stamps from the States, Indianapolis. And I cut that apart and collaged it. I like spiders and owls. I like owls. Oh, look, I like owls. And I love these little Viewmaster thingies. I love them. I love them a lot. I have a lot of them. They came on a sheet of paper. I don't know which line it was, but I use them. This was a sheet of paper that had a whole bunch of ephemera, so I've just been gradually going through it. This is a napkin, and it had 3 birds, 3 or 4 or 5 owls together, and I just glued that down onto paper and then cut them out and rearranged them so they would fit on here. They look like buddies, nice buddies. And just a bird. That probably came from something out of a creative studio as well. Same with this one. And these are a recollage, some of my collage strips from last year, the 100-day project, and a bird. And this I just made a little tuck. One of those Michael's calendar, not those diaries, those planners at Michael's when they came reduced to like $2, $3 a piece. I got some as gifted to me, and I bought a couple, and I just cut out the flowers and the little elements, and that's where this came from. Made a little tuck out of it. And there's another one that's stuck down on the side, and that's my own collage paper that I've done in the back. This was a leftover from a journal page. I like her. I think great image. And another owl. You see, oh, let's go back here a second. I saved scraps. So this little, I punched a hole out of paper for something, and I think it's the right size. It probably was a brown hole on a tag, and I used that paper, and I just saved that scrap, and now it kind of works on here. So I like things like that. And this is some more of that fibrous rice paper that I have. Oops, another page. Yeah, that's just an image from one of those thin papers we bought years ago. And this and another one is a portion of the artist papers from a Stampington magazine. Is it Somerset Studio, where they give you all kinds of artist paper, and I just used them as backdrops. And these 2 flowers came from that Michael's planner. And here's some yellow. Oh my God. I can't remember where this came from, but I added the girl and I added the bird, and it seems to work. This also is from artist paper from a Somerset Studio. I can't remember the name of the artist, but I follow her. I know her, and I can't remember her name right now. And this was an image from a sheet from Treasured Memories, their own printables, and another flower from the planner. And there again, it's the Somerset Studio artist paper, and I just added a little cluster that I had in my collection. Oh, just some random bits and bobs here, probably some from the creative studio. This came in from a dentist office. It was advertising. Isn't he great? The background is some of my jelly print, and I just made a little bit of ruffling with some tissues. And I had to find a bird. I used blue eyes from a music sheet, and I had to find something with a blue eye, so that's where the bird came in. This is an American avocet, and they look awesome in real life, and they really do have that very curved beak. They can get into the sand and dig deep. And that's just a little collage there. This background paper was the rest of that from the artist paper, and these, of course, but these 2 elements, they were in ephemera pack. Here it is. This is the ephemera pack that you can get from Treasured Memories. She's doing that as a fundraiser, and it's all blues and yellows and sunflowers, and it's beautiful. Beautiful package. And there's the rest of my daisies. I have my jelly print daisies, and that's another piece of that artist paper. Some more color swatches are coming up in the back. I shouldn't have too many left of that. And just an owl. And this was today's collage with the stamp bunnies. I don't know if they're having a conversation or not. I like to think they're telling each other secrets. And this is tomorrow's collage. This is Tuesday's collage, and the very last one in the book. 75 collages. That's pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is what the entire book looks like. I got to glue that back on. And I think I'll take it apart, and not right yet. Not right now. It's still kind of fun to play with. It's very bulgy. I love it. And Vincent, the little boy, is happy. He's happy. He likes it too. So there you go. That's my flip through of my personal challenge to do a collage a day for as long as there are papers in this little book. And at one point, I was sure hoping that there wasn't that many papers left, but there was. There's 75 left. Thanks very much for stopping by to look at it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.